So okay, we are back. Due to the Poppy Act, I don't want to show people's faces and whatnot, but some other things you can't get them 100%. So I'll try as much as I can not to show people's faces. I'm so nervous right now. So this is Johannesburg water. Johannesburg water. It's fairly clean outside, although there's pea stains, markings every there and there. So here is the building in question, the building that got us walking. We are here now. This is the building. It's the second oldest stock exchange in Africa. It's the JSE, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. So the oldest one, according to my research, is the Egypt Stock Exchange. So this one is the oldest in South Africa. But in what, based on what I know or what I've believed, was the first stock exchange was actually in Mpumalanga, in Barberton. So we have two cities now. Barberton is the city where I was born. It's not actually a city. It's a small town that actually lost its shine to Johannesburg, right? So what had happened was these two cities are based on, they were discovered based on gold. They were developed and they grew because of the discovery of gold in the country or in the region. Around that region that's Braamfontein. That's where the gold was actually discovered, in the Witwatersrand gold deposits. That's what they call it. So this side we have the Mary Fitzgerald Square, where there's also the Museum of Africa. It's located that side. So this is where it used to happen. It used to be very busy back in the day. Used to be super busy. So now the year is 2024. Oh, I was actually telling the story of how the entire thing came about. I'll go back to that. But now I'm trying to envision, to live in the moment where this place was actually busy. It was actually the hub of Africa at the time. Things were happening here. There was the stock exchange, which is very, very interesting for me. Very interesting. So it has currently moved from here to Sandton. The new stock exchange, it's in Sandton, or the new Johannesburg Stock Exchange is now located in Sandton. So the first stock exchange in South Africa was in the Barberton area in Mpumalanga. One day we'll go to that place, and then we'll learn more about it. I'm just sharing what I know. I don't know the details in depth. In debt, is it debt or depth? I don't know the depth of it, but I just know what I know. So now it's changed to the Gauteng City College and whatnot. So yeah, I'm trying to find where the entrance is. So this is a new establishment, the courtyard, new town. Trying to avoid people's faces as much as I can. The Poppy Act is the problem. The sun. So let's go around the building. So let's go back to the discovery of gold. This is the Johannesburg Water, one of their facilities which supplies water to most of the city and surrounding areas. I think Soweto included the southwestern townships that were developed to house the African people from different regions of Africa, not just South Africa, but Africa as a whole. Because due to the discovery of the gold, there was an influx of people. The story, everyone knows the story, man. There was an influx of people from all around Africa, especially Southern Africa, in prospect for job opportunities, working opportunities. So it happened that Johannesburg was the victor in terms of the gold prospects. It was the victor, and then yeah. So it seems like there was a whole rebranding of the entire city, or of the entire building, because now it's called the courtyard something. The courtyard. Imali coins. So this building is all about money. Ooh. So sad. So I didn't really get what I was expecting. Courtyard in town. So it's called the courtyard Here's our entrance. We have found our entrance. So it does look like a stock exchange. It does look like a stock exchange. It's fairly clean, well maintained. There was a bit of revamping here and here. The boards are recent, but there's still the remnants of the old stock exchange. The gardening landscape is nice, fairly but poorly maintained. It does give the sense of an old stock exchange. The Johannesburg Tartar, whatever that means. My African people, what is this word? Surely it means stock exchange. Surely the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. And Barberton. Yeah. So let's see. Walk around. I'm afraid of entering the premises of the building because of some reasons concerning privacy. Let's see. This garden is a memory of the late M.L. Brownstein, who died on 21st August 1978, and who was a member of the Johannesburg Stock Exchange from August 1919 to the 21st of August 1978. So this is the Afrikaans translation. So this place was discovered when? In 1887, making it to be 137 years old as of today, 2024. Today's date is the 4th of October 2024. Funny enough, I came at a day that it's the 137 years century, or not century but anniversary. 137 years. So let's go back to the story of how it all came about. Today I can't concentrate. It's a bit busy in the city, so I don't like taking my videos when it's this busy, because you'll never know who's running behind me or whatnot. So I can't really portray my train of thought the way I want to. So let me try. I'll just sit on this bin while I'm talking. So the entire thing was founded in, not the building itself. The building is fairly new. It was reconstructed at some point. It was founded in 1887, 137 years ago, when they have discovered that there's a lot of gold prospects around this area, the Witwatersrand area. It's an Afrikaner word. I'm trying to call it as Afrikaner as I can. So in 1887, this region was founded. Gold is here. In order to develop the city, in order to allow people to trade the gold that they are digging, in order for more gold to be dug and retrieved from the ground, people must invest. So in order for people to invest, there must be a trading platform for them. There must be a trading house for them in the region. So they came up with this place, and it had to stock with the rest of the world, so investors can inject their money and have their money managers and whatnot. So mines are founded also around the area. The gold mining is done. Everyone is digging. The city grows. It grows. 137 years of growth. Apparently, my research says the city was renovated 6 times to what it is now currently. So making it the 7th time, not really the 7th time. I think for them to move from here to where they are in Sentin now, the stock exchange, that was the 7th move. But before that, it was the city. It was renovated 6 times. From the old types of building, the olden styles, there are still remnants of the olden buildings like that one. It's an olden design, it's an old design. And then the building next to it, it's fairly a new type of design. And there's other buildings that still have remnants of the olden designs. And yeah, especially this one, it's still intact. It still shows the, I don't know, is it Victorian times? I think it's Victorian styles and whatnot. Not sure about the eras and whatnot. And here we have a more recent design. This fairly nice building. I think it's a government department or so. So there is the remnants of the olden buildings. So most of the buildings in the area were like that building. So most of them around the city, they are exhibiting the fairly new styles of architecture and whatnot. But as you move inside of the city, some of the buildings like this one, they were renovated to some degree, and some they were not. So you can still see the rich history around the area. So I think that should be it for today. As far as showing you all around this area. You can search more information about the place on Google. There's nice information there. So let's go back to the prospect of gold. Johannesburg is the second place where they found gold. I want to emphasize on that. It's the second. So now let's move around. Let's move around and see. Yeah, fairly kept in shape. I'm not a coherent person, so you'll forgive me. You will forgive me. You will forgive me. Da. It does feel so stock exchangey. So in summary, the first stock exchange was in Barberton in 1884, making it 139 years old this year. So they are 2 years apart. They were founded 2 years apart. After they have founded the stock exchange in Barberton, they fairly used it as for those 2 years. That stock exchange, I think it was founded in 1886, if I'm not mistaken. In 1886, Then in 87, so they are a year apart. In 1887, Johannesburg is discovered, and then gold in Johannesburg is discovered, and then they moved the whole thing to Johannesburg because the gold this side was just a lot. So they discovered, no, let's just move to Johannesburg and we leave this Barberton thingy behind. But it's just super interesting. It's super interesting. Here is our building, very old building. Very old building. This one maybe is around 50 years or so. But the history around it, it's very old. The history around it is very old. I thought those were some cycads, but they are not. They are not cycads. Do they have cycads around? No. Yeah, this side of the building is closed. It's the campus thingy, but it does feel so stock exchangey. It does feel so stock exchangey. This is my Africa. The former home of Johannesburg Stock Exchange, 1 Kerk Street. I was on the other side, that side. It's fairly properly maintained. It's good to see. So there are no signs that are prohibiting me from accessing the area. I feel like it is a public area anyway, so might as well. Looks like there's some art inside, some artwork. Fear of missing out. This is where the money used to be. This used to be the richest square mile in Africa at some point before they moved to Sentin. That's the turbine hall down there. That's where we were when we came in. Very nice, very demure. So those who are interested in learning more about the whole city, the history of the city, can always check it up on Google. The information is free. Because I feel like I actually know, I don't feel like I know I'm not coherent with the information, and it's the whole thing is not about sharing the information. It's just about making people aware of such places. What is this? Hello. Very nice artwork. I'm great, and yourself? Speaking. These people will just call you. You don't even explain. You don't know where they got your numbers from. They don't explain. They just call you. Those are the types of problems we are having in the country. So we are here, the second oldest stock exchange in Africa. Second oldest. If I was allowed to change the wording, I would say it's the third oldest, because the first one was in Barberton, but they do not credit it because it only lasted for 2 years or a year or so. So that doesn't cut it according to historians. But yeah, it is what it is. Making my exit now. Thank you for watching. Till next time, thank you.